verse 265. In all things there is no self-nature. Words too are devoid of reality. As the ignorant understand not what is meant by emptiness, yes, by emptiness they wander about. I was wondering about the word yes here. Perhaps there's a typo and it means yet. If you've got the Sanskrit original, perhaps you can let me know. But I don't think it matters so much, because what's been emphasized here is emptiness. This peculiar word, emptiness. Emptiness is that point where there is no longer any grasping. Grasping, according to the teaching of the Four Noble Truths, which I touched on recently, is the cause of suffering. In emptiness, there is no grasping because there's nothing to be grasped. This is the realization we keep coming back to as enlightenment practitioners, and it's what this verse is about. We're told that in all things there is no self-nature. In other words, they have no intrinsic reality. They're like characters in a dream, objects in a dream. And yet we give words to these objects, these entities, these people that we discriminate, that we distinguish. We give words in the assumption that there's some underlying reality. Words are like ideas. They've got a similar reality status to ideas, if not an identical one. Ideas are what constitute our everyday reality, not physical objects. I explored this in video 5 about Jack's Beanstalk. Many of us would claim to subscribe to reality as something material, but in practice it's not. It's like comparing a piece of music to the CD that it's recorded on. What is more real, the CD or the music? Well, we might say, well, the CD is more real. You can touch it, it's solid. But that reality is not the one that interests us. It's the reality of the music that interests us. That's what's more important to us, not the actual plastic CD. So we subscribe to a physical reality. We say that's reality, that's what's real, it's solid, I can touch it. But it's not the reality that's important to us. Money's another example. Love, happiness, sadness, anger, disappointment, celebration. These are our reality, not physicality. And there's nothing physical about them. So, how real are ideas? Ideas shape our reality, but ideas are insubstantial. They've got no substance, have they? So in this sense, these too are devoid of reality. So where is reality? There's only one place to look for it, and that's right here. At the center. When we look for something, we direct the attention in a particular direction. When we're looking for reality, well, we can point directly to it. We can follow our finger and point directly to it. And here, there are no words. Everything is here, but there is nothing in particular. Here is the center of our being. Here is emptiness. Emptiness is what allows absolutely everything to be, just as space allows everything to be. It's from here that everything happens, that everything apparently happens. What's described here as wandering about. Here is emptiness, and it's by emptiness, yes indeed, that we wander about. So this verse is emphasizing emptiness. It's emphasizing awareness. It's emphasizing that point where we realize that there's nothing to be grasped, and yet at the same time the attention still wants to move around. The attention still wants to latch on to things. This is our working ground as enlightenment practitioners. The attention wants to latch on to things, to its discriminations in accordance with a particular psychological disposition, a particular mood. This is what we're working against as enlightenment practitioners. Our predispositions, our psychological predispositions, our moods. The moods are what drive the attention. And the attention can be driven to things, words, ideas. And when that happens, we're in a state of ignorance. But now and again, hopefully more and more often, we come back to this liberating emptiness, where there's a quiet rejoicing that we do not need to make that effort anymore. That effort that is always looking for some distraction. It's an effort which has to willfully keep forgetting our own completeness, and sells itself a story of dissatisfaction and incompleteness. So, keep coming back to completeness. I think this is a good alternative word for emptiness. In emptiness is completeness.